sir.
Okay. It's your boy Fast Coop, and we are now live at the crib. I got a special guest in the building with me. He go by the name of ENTl Shizzy. You feel me? I want to welcome him back. He's back, and he's officially out the crib. So we're gonna get straight into it, man. So I want to ask you about your upbringing and your background, bro.
Yeah, originally I'm from Providence, Rhode Island, South Side. Born and raised. I moved out here to Massachusetts, Salem more specifically, when I was probably about like 13, 14, around there. I've been out here ever since.
Okay, that's hard. That's hard, bro. So when did you start getting into the music?
I started doing music officially probably 2016, the beginning of it.
Okay. What made you want to get into it?
Um, my bro Chispa was already doing it, so that's really what made me really get into it. But I grew up on music, all the old school R&B shit, rap, Meek Mills, Beanie Siegel, Deluxe,
Okay.
Kmoney, Dipset, and all that. So
Who,
I love
who's who's your favorite rapper?
my favorite rapper. Back
Aside
then,
from yourself, you dig what I'm trying to
yeah,
say? We got to be humble a little bit, right?
my favorite rapper probably coming up. It was like Meek Mills, really. Meek. That's really my generation where I started really grasping the music, started understanding it more. But I fuck with Dirk too. That's my guy.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. You're very versatile. That's why, I realized from listening to your music and shit like that. So, I'm definitely familiar to, your movement and shit like that. I didn't see you do your thing before you went in. I see you do your thing after. You feel me? Definitely have a great presence, great stage presence. I remember we did a show in Lowell at Mill City Ballroom. No, was that? Yeah.
Yep.
It was some spot in Lowell. You remember though, right?
Yeah, I remember the show.
Yeah. And then they did the interviews with Two Blunt TV and shit like that after. And then that's around the time y'all had that In the Meantime EP. You feel me? So that's when I used to like hear about y'all and shit like that. But that's when I really tapped in when that EP came out. And I heard that brick talk, you feel me? And that the Lamborghini doors, you feel me? That shit was crazy. I'm like, yo, these young niggas is hard, you feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So that's when I really bought in. I'm like, nah, they definitely got some shit, you feel me? And I became a fan at that point. So, I kind of want to talk about you you feel me, joining ENTl, how that come about, like talk to the people about that because they want to know.
Well, I'm really one of the founders of the whole ENTL movement. For those who don't know what ENTL is, it's Epic Nation label. We started this label not in 2016 when I first started. We probably started this around like 2018, 2019. It was me and Chispa originally who started it. But I'm basically the face of it, the CEO. We just started it basically, trying to give ourselves an opportunity to do something better with our craft, our music, you know what I'm saying? As a whole instead of individually.
For sure. So how many people was in ENTl?
Um, there was a lot of people in the NTL, but for those who know, it was really just four of us:
Right.
me, Chispa, Kushmula, Big Up, and Kmoney.
Got
Those
you.
are
I
the
got you.
artists.
Got you. A lot of people they just think it's y'all four. You feel me? But it's more so like a big movement. I kind of put that, together when I really looked into it.
It's a family.
Yeah. So I gotta ask you, who's the best out the group?
I always say when it was a group, it's really just me now. But when it was a group, Kushmula for sure. He was one of my favorites, and Chispa. Chispa's the more like versatile one, and Big Up. He just gives me the raw vibe. Like you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, either Chispa or Kush.
Yeah, for sure, man. You guys have a pretty heavy catalog too. You could watch your amount of work on YouTube for a while. You know what I mean? Like you could sit there for like a good hour or two, all different music videos. You guys did a lot of collaborations with Mike City Visuals.
Mhm.
You feel me? You guys went crazy. And one thing I like about you guys put some thought into your videos. Even if it's to like a little point where it's just like a little skit at the beginning. You feel me? Like I could see that you guys actually think like, yo, how could we just make this stand out a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I was never really behind like the visual creativity. I just tell them just keep the camera rolling, and then I let the visual creators do what they do. But yeah, we do try to do stuff differently. You know what I'm saying? Or keep it really organic. We don't really try to do too much, and I think that's what really keeps things going, you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. One joint that I like too, I was bumping earlier is Big Fish. Big Fish is wavy.
Yeah,
That shit wavy. It's just like a
same.
smooth ride. That motherfucker wavy, homie.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that got us really on the map around our city in Salem.
Yeah, I was looking at the comments. I'm like, yo, they was feeling that. You feel
Yeah,
me? They still are too, man. They still are. So, I want to talk to you about. I think you were away while this was going on. There's a situation with one of the members. Is it Kmoney? Is it Kmoney or Kmoney?
Kmoney.
All right, Kmoney. There was some news that came out that he was wearing a wire at some point.
Yeah,
So I know you was like behind the wall and shit like that. So
yeah.
how'd you feel about like hearing that and knowing that that was actually going on?
Um, I ain't gonna lie. When I initially got the news, you know, that should have break anybody's heart, especially when you're so close to a person. You know what I'm saying? You done grew up with them. Y'all done did a lot of shit together. You know what I'm saying? Came up together and broke together. You know what I'm saying? Started a whole movement basically together. So he was one of the faces of the whole group too. So it really disheartening hearing all that shit going on and shit. But like you said, I was behind the wall, so I had a lot of emotions going on with my own little situations and shit like that I was going through. So
Yeah, you had other things to worry about.
yeah,
Aside from that, which I got to tip my hat off to you for being able to come home and still be strong. You feel me? Like real talk. I was in there too. I was in 60 bed for a little bit, and I had seen you like going from I don't know if it was like the nurse or something, walking to using 240.
yeah, it was in two. Now I was in 120B.
Yeah, 120B. So I seen you like walking outside. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I'm
yeah.
like, oh shit, look at Shizzy right there.
Yes, sir.
I also feel me. I gotta ask you because you got like a lot of different aliases. You got the Jugman, you got the Waskino. You feel me? Like, can we talk about that a little bit? Like, who's who and what's what? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they all the same person. They all me. Jugman, that was just my rap alias. You know, when I was
Mhm.
back then, I used to get crafty, jugging and shit like that. So yeah, you got Jugman, you got Wapskino, aka Wap, Shizzy, Juggy. Those are the Wapskino really is like a inside circle thing. That's what the guys really be calling me. Like if
Mm,
like Cushion all them niggas, they call me Wap. They started all that. Um, that's just the biggest WAP, Jugman, the music shit. And Shizzy, that's just a childhood nickname. Like my whole family know me by Shizzy. They used to call me Shizzy D.
mm.
Shortened it to the Shizzy as I got older. And then I just added the Jugman and Jugman Shiz, and that's how my rap name came about.
Fire, fire, fire. So, we were just talking about, your time in Middleton. How long were you gone for?
I was going for 3 years.
3 years.
I did my first year up in Middleton. Then I took my time, went on assault with intent to murder. Me and Chiefs and my other co-defendant, grandson, free grandson, he's still behind the wall. Me and Chiefs all three of us actually took 3 years. So I did my first year up in Middleton, then my last two, I was upstate in the max.
Word, respect, respect. So let's talk about, the transition from county jail in Middleton into going upstate.
Hey, man, upstate, that's a whole different ball game. The count, I mean, both of them shits was a cakewalk for me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I faced a lot of adversity and problems and hurdles and stuff like that. But we just adapt to our environment. But the county, I'm saying I've been in the county plenty of times in Middleton. It was easy in Middleton, but once I got upstate, it's a little bit more politics up there. It's more gangs, more politics, more bullshit. Shit. What I was in the max, which is the max and the super max. It just split up into two different sides, so it's definitely a different ball game up there. There's niggas who ain't never coming home up
Mhm.
there, so it's a lot more serious, a lot more dangerous. But you do what you do. You stay out the way. You do your time as easy as you can.
For sure, for sure. So, one thing that I noticed about ENTL, like it's a movement. It's not too much based on like an exact color, for instance. You feel me? You guys may have different things going on.
Yeah.
Um, you know, how is that having, people that are from, represent different colors and you still cool with them? Like, does that ever become a conflict of interest or whatever the case is? You feel me?
Um, it never really became a conflict of interest for me personally. I get along with whoever, like, what I'm saying. For instance, I'm blood. I associate with the Bloods, but at the end of the day, only color I seen is green, blue, and pink. Benjamin Franklin's, you know what I'm saying? Or just money. If we can get some money together, or do something productive together, then I really lead a gangbang and shit to the side. But I beef. with certain blood sets, and I'm blood. You know what I'm saying, I never really had beef with Crips or anything like that. It ain't the '90s no more. People don't even really know the history behind this gangbanging shit. It's really started for all of us to oppress the police and people who's oppressing us, and then as time went on, shit just got mixy. So I really don't look at it like that no more. It was 2025. I'm saying we're trying to get to some money.
Nah, absolutely. I just had to ask because Middleton, there's a lot of G's in there, it's a lot of
Yeah,
Crips, you know what I'm saying? And then we go upstate, it's a lot of Bloods.
yeah.
So it kind of it's a different
Yeah,
experience
don't
based
get me
on.
wrong. There are still homies from different sets who still look at it like that, like, oh, he's Crip, I ain't fuck with him, or he's
Mhm.
blood. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of niggas who be banging on the wall, but then when they get around certain niggas, they be like, oh, this nigga's not even that bad. Like realistically, I don't even know what we beefing for because our sets don't even really beef like that. So a lot of niggas is just following trends and what they see and hear, and then going off of that, they really don't be no real static.
Real talk, man. So moving on from that, one of your most watched videos or most popular, let me say, in the area is Emotionally Scarred.
Sir,
The remix that you made to the Little Baby record.
yes, sir.
And that music video is definitely a classic, bro. So, you know, it's a classic for many reasons.
Hmm.
Can you kind of talk to me about, looking back at that experience with you and Fatz and, Chiefs, but everyone just eating good at the table, you know what I'm saying? Rolly, ice, like it's a movie. It looked like a real movie, my G. You feel me? Can you talk to me about that video, bro?
Yeah, nah, that video that we shot that I shot a 2 for 1 video that day. We did bugged up after we did the emotionally scarred. That video was for my birthday, bro. Bro bought me a rollie for my b-day. Like, I never had nobody even buy me a pair of shoes or socks for my birthday. So that gesture alone really, really meant the world to me, you know what I'm saying? That was my bro. So but that it was good vibes though, I had all my peoples there. My kids, one of my kids' mothers was there,
Hmm,
my bros was there, you know what I'm saying? Just good vibes, the
absolutely.
Astros. Yeah, that whole shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation is just a little bit fucked up right now. Me and bros bumping heads right now. So, but that video was all good vibes. That's my dog. Word. You know what
Facts.
I'm
What
saying?
what what did you order?
I think I ordered a surf and turf. So that consists of filet mignon and lobster. Then we had the sides, asparagus, lobster macaroni and cheese, cream of corn. You feel me? I think I don't know what the name of the drink was, but I had one of those little drinks where it's like a little ice cube in it, and then they pour it on there, and it just starts like smoking up and shit. It's
See,
purple.
you niggas ain't eating like Shizzy, man. Come on, bro. You talk about drinks that turn to smoke. You niggas ain't stop playing with Shizzy, man. Stop playing
Hey, but they
with
could though. They could just hard work and dedication, man.
that part, man. So you had mentioned that you and bro were bumping heads. You feel me?
Yeah, yep,
There's a very popular case that had took place in New England called Operation Street Sweeper.
yep, yep.
You feel me? With Vincent Caruso, also known as Fats. You feel me? Who was actually in the Emotionally Scarred video and is the person who bought you a Rolex in that music video.
Yeah,
So you know, there's some allegations against you. Here's a space to clear it, let your thoughts out, whatever the case is. People try to say you were a CI for whatever reason.
yeah.
Yeah, speak on that.
Yeah. First and foremost, I never tell on the ops, let alone the nigga I love. I never told on my mans. I never wore wire on my mans. Like, never even got charged federally. So there is no reason for me to even tell on a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he feels how he feels. You know what I'm saying? I heard all the stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blind. I ain't deaf. I just never responded while I was behind the wall because I'm not doing all this shit over the internet. Like, I got another interview coming up with the dude who actually covered that whole case. Basically, my boy Jason Trims. When I do that interview, I'm gonna have a little bit more receipts and shit as far as like me basically proving my side of the story. But yeah, bro, feel how you feel because basically I ain't never got grabbed by the feds, and then throughout his affidavit, my face was blocked out with a black box. But if you know federal cases like that, I'm an unindicted co-conspirator, so by law they not legally able or obligated to show my face in his affidavit. So those are one of the reasons why I heard bro was saying all this ridiculous shit. But yeah, like I said, like throughout that whole affidavit, it says that the informant was active on his case for about 180 days. Out of
Mm.
that 180 days, I was already been incarcerated for like 90 of this shit. Like try to say I basically threw him under the bus for a little domestic dispute I had with a family member. And I'm like, bro, if I would have told on that, I just sat for 3 years for an attempted murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no reason for me to tell on a nigga. Any case I ever got caught up in, I done stood tall, 10 toes on the floor, man, back against the wall, took my shit to the chin like a dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, straight up, straight up. And something that I noticed too, because people were talking about the situation. It tends to go viral all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So there's like a time out the year where they just start talking about it. And I got my platform, the crib,
yeah,
and I done been in jail. I done been around all type of niggas. You feel me? I done been in similar situations. And if I don't see nothing with your name on it, you feel me?
that's a fact.
Then that's just what it is. So I'm automatically like he's in the clear because there's
Listen,
nothing stating that he did anything.
listen, man, this shit been going on for 3 years, and every time it come up, niggas like, yeah, they say they got the paperwork. All right, if you got the paperwork, niggas don't hide paperwork. But I done seen a million niggas paperwork. It's like niggas don't hide that type of shit. If that was the case, it'll be somewhere on it. You can look up a nigga's name on a federal database, the BOP. Like type my name and ain't nothing coming up attached with my name to a federal indictment or anything going on like that. So like I said, we grew up in a different time. Like I'm still a real nigga. If it ain't no black and white, so you don't got no business calling anybody a rat or an informant for that matter. Like, but like nigga, see, like I'm still around, bro. I'm still in my city, like still in everybody's city. Like, I pulled up here dolo, like
Hmm.
situated. I ain't really ducking no wreck. I ain't hiding. I just don't be on the internet. I don't play the internet. I leave those games for the blogs and shit.
Nah, excuse me, yeah, straight up. So one thing that I had noticed too, on the document, whatever the case is, it actually says CC, right?
Yeah, yep.
So there's a big difference between CI and CC. So CI, it kind of insinuates informant in some way.
Yeah,
And I know CC is labeled as, the acronym for co-conspirator. You feel
yep.
me? So in other words, from their point of view, they was trying to say maybe this person's actually getting jiggy as well. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
all the allegation. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. But a nigga like me who's able to determine that, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But you have all these situations where, different artists where they take a plea or people don't know how to look at paperwork, or they just want to jump on the bandwagon and hating somebody. There's a big hate culture
Yeah,
that's it's nasty, bro.
yeah, it
You
is.
feel me? It's like nigga, oh, we about to hate on this nigga, let's do it. It's like niggas can't wait to hate on you and turn
Yeah,
on you.
and then you see basically what I done did for the area. You know what I'm saying? Like I started the shit by myself with no cosigns. Basically, I did this shit from the ground up. So when a nigga sees a nigga of my caliber, his name attached to something like that, people's like, ah, I bet. Like we was loving this nigga at one point. Now everybody's like, oh fuck, Shizzy, Shizzy's this, Shizzy's that. But everybody's just gonna follow the bandwagon. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
So with everything going on, and you being cool with Fat Tat, a point in time, and just seeing how, how lit things were getting, how good things were going. Did you ever have a feeling that things were going to turn for the worse?
Um, funny story. Yeah, like obviously, when you doing what we was doing and glorifying the shit all over YouTube and these platforms for everybody to see, like you always in the back of your head, like damn, like all right. There's been times we shot videos and right after the videos, the Jakes is grabbing cars up. You know what I'm saying? They find 3, 4, 5 poles in the car. Like I done been incarcerated for hand to hands to D-Tech. So I know what this shit comes with. And then I know that basically, you know what I'm saying, putting these shits on platforms for everybody to see. And now like, yeah, the jail can come with this shit, death can come with this shit. But at that specific situation, I knew something was fishy when I had got, like I said, that year when he got incarcerated. I was already did like 3 months at the beginning of the year, right after my birthday. Actually, that emotionally scarred video, like probably
Mm-hmm.
like 2 or 3 weeks after that, I got booked for a domestic. Um, I had my grandmother, rest in peace, my grandmother, I had her go to the police station to go grab all my belongings and stuff. When she went down to the police station, they only gave her like my house keys and stuff like that, but they took my phone and the Rolex. So I already knew basically something was going on because they said that a different agency basically took my Rolex.
That's
So
crazy.
I had called bro up and told him like, yo, this is the situation. You know what I'm saying? Shit's kind of spicy right now. Niggas gotta
Yeah.
either slow this shit down, switch it up, or you know what I'm saying? But something's going on. So yeah, I had a feeling.
Word, 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 word. I hope, that situation get patched up. You feel me? Miscommunication is crazy,
Yeah, yep.
especially as we get older, you feel me? And time goes by. it just take a conversation. When I really sit back and think about a lot of situations, and
Mhm.
it's from personal experience, I'm like, damn, a lot of shit could have just been hashed out if niggas just spoke. You feel me? But
Yeah.
niggas just be having too much pride, bro. And then you got all these niggas who don't even matter in the equation, giving in their 2 cents, and niggas feel like they gotta, kind of keep a certain, type of demeanor for what these other people think. And it's just like, nigga, put your ego to the side, homie. You feel me?
Yeah, but certain shit, man, once it reaches a certain level, man, it's like really no talking after that. Like you done already basically put my dragged my name through the mud. Like you know I was up in the max. So obviously nigga the jails hear about shit before the streets. So niggas is running down on me in jail, like, oh, this is what niggas is saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done been to the box countless amount of times behind that situation. So, for a nigga to even if you was that was my bro at one point, I had nothing but love for the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see nothing bad happen to the nigga, but me and him, like if we chop it up, then we chop it up. But I ain't really trying to do no talking. Like,
Yeah, I respect that. I
yeah,
respect that. I respect that. Now, yeah, I'm kind of glad that you brought up your experience in there with those allegations. Now, when I had seen you in Middleton, you was on a regular unit. You feel me? Like you
always on a
wasn't.
regular unit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
was on a regular unit. You feel me?
Sir.
Like people don't know. You feel me? Like you can go to PC if you really on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you was in there with your head held high, nigga, moving. You know what I'm saying? Doing you, nigga. Regular colors on. You ain't had no weird uniform on. You dig what I'm saying? You had the
Yeah,
same
never had
same
no.
uniform on as everybody else. You feel me? I'm looking at mine. You had
Yeah,
the same one on. You feel me?
exactly.
So that's how you know. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, like that's what I tell niggas, man. I'll go to a nigga cell if you want, bang it out. We can bang it out on the unit. Like I done
yeah,
been there, done that. I never checked into no PC. PC means protective custody. I never hit no PC ever in my whole bid, any bid. I always was in general population GP with niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been to a PC in the county or the max. And the max is one of the most dangerous places you could be. Like I had a little situation with one of my bros. I ain't even going to give niggas no clout, say no names and shit. But I had a situation with one of my bros where he was talking hot over the phone. We had some words through the gate. If you've been to the max, you know it's like different floors and they got the rec deck. So me and him's on two different floors. So we're talking through the rec deck. But me and him had some words. He got on the phone, said whatever he said, and then the IPS, which is the inner perimeter security. It's like the D boys of the jail. They had run down on me talking about the situation that me and my man was arguing over. I ends up going to segregation. They call it DCU,
mhm.
disciplinary confinement unit. I went to DCU for I was in there for like at least 4 or 5 months pending investigation. So niggas try to take a little situation and misconstrue what it was, but I never hit PC. I never went to the box willingly. Like I was telling them to get me out of there every chance that I got. But due to what that man said over the phone, it was pending investigation. We got to see what's going on. I told him to send me the population to a medium. All the answer was no. I can't go back to pop till the investigation gets cleared up. I can't go back. I can't go to a medium because I got maximum points. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I never ever hit PC a day in my life.
So, you being incarcerated and being around people who had like more time than you, who are in the facility longer than you, who are like familiar with situations like this, was there any advice that stuck out to you?
As far as what, like,
Like, because they be trying to throw jackets on anybody. You
yeah,
feel
yep.
me? So I feel like, was there anyone who's like, yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? This is how you move, like niggas know, whatever the case. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of niggas tell me just like, yeah, get your paperwork, get your Corey, like, you know what I'm saying. So that really helped a lot. So I just always have my paperwork in order. Any building or facility I went to, to show a nigga my Corey, show them like I ain't even ever got charged federally for me to even be involved talking to no feds. And then some other advice, niggas just go just turn up on niggas, like, you know what I'm saying. Any nigga call you a rat, that's when you take off. Because a lot of niggas wasn't like, oh, you're a rat, you're a rat. Niggas would just come up to me like, yo, bro, this what the streets is saying. This is what this nigga saying. Like, what's up with that? Like, any nigga who ever, it was probably like two niggas I could say who was like, nah, you're a rat, you're no good. And like I said, after that, niggas ended up in the box. Like, we ain't doing no talking. Like,
saying? Yeah,
but other than that, I was just punching niggas in their shit. I'm just doing my time. And a lot of niggas ain't really wasn't even on that like that.
for sure, for
Because a
sure.
lot of niggas really knew who I was, who I am. They knew my character, like, and what I came from and what I do. Like, I done been to jail a million times. Like, that shit ain't about nothing. Like, you be home one day if you ain't really caught a L. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nah, straight up, straight up. So, there's similar situations as of that. we have, well, most recent is the Big Meat situation.
Yeah,
You want to give your thoughts on, the situation? Are you aware?
yeah. I've been peeping like little shit on Instagram and the book and shit. I'm a firm believer, like, yeah, Big Meech is wrong for what he did, but then again, we really don't know what them niggas got going on. But I feel like, man, if 50 done stood behind you when you was doing your time, he done gave your son a platform and a way to feed his family and shit, then that's who you really owe your loyalty towards. Niggas just be switching up for opportunities, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we really don't know what made him do what he did. Like, I know a little bit about the situation, but I don't really be playing in that like that. So,
So, on top of that, there's allegations against him, pretty much saying that, in order for him to get a lesser sentence, which he still did 20 years, he
yeah.
had a girl that he was dealing with, a girl by the name Tammy, and he pretty much told her to set up some dude from St. Louis,
Hmm.
for a certain amount of drugs, and then he ended up going to jail. So the whole thing is that 50 Cent's pretty much trying to say, Big Meech is a rat. You know, after the situation and taking the picture with Rick Ross.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is that if you already knew that, you know what I'm saying?
If you already knew that, then either you was just trying to get clout off that man. If you already knew that and you wanted to go basically promote his story and his situation, and that's kind of weird in my eyes, really. But I don't know if he already knew that while he was filming that BMF shit, or if he probably just found the shit out when he came home. Because I had seen like a little Instagram clip about the dude. Some dude was recording a jail call with the dude that basically the Tammy girl had set up. So he was basically explaining basically what Big Meech did. But yeah, I don't know. It's, like I said, if we don't see no black and whites, I don't really like throwing jackets on niggas. That's how niggas get killed or get
Straight up,
hurt. So,
straight up, straight up. So let me ask you, because now there's situations where there ain't no black and white. There's cameras that are recording.
mhm.
And, artist Gunna, he was in the courtroom and he took the Alfred plea. And he pretty much admitted that YSL was a gang. From your point of view, he didn't say they did this, did that. He just said there was a gang. How do you feel about, that?
That's the Gunner situation.
Yes,
Um, what you call it, alpha plea?
that's called an Alfred plea.
Um, that situation is sticky. Some people say he's not a rat. Some people say that he is. I really didn't keep up with that situation. I was in jail when all that was going on, but
Right.
I'm a firm believer on just letting your lawyer do all the talking. Really, that's what you paid a nigga for. So, you know what I'm saying, just ain't no reason for you to even say nothing. You paying a lawyer all this money, let him figure out how to get you out. Because even admitting that something is something, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. The situations are tricky. I've been in a situation like that too, where I had a co-defendant on a firearm charge, and I'm getting questioned by the grand jury, and they ask me if I know my mans. I say yeah. Now niggas just trying to be like, oh, you said you knew that nigga, so you a rat. Nah, me basically not perjuring myself and saying no, and then they pull up my old Instagram, and I got a million pictures with my bro. Mind you, in that same courthouse we getting questioned, and I'm on a bracelet while I'm getting questioned for his murder. So it's like I say no, perjure myself, and then me and him's both in a situation versus me just be like, yeah, I know my
Yeah, yeah,
co-defendant.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't know. Let's be situations that's tricky like that. I really don't know the why it's a situation like that. So
yeah. I think it always falls down to, black and white,
yeah,
and clear. Like I feel like if it's not clear, you can't really say it's that, because it's just like it's too many other ways you could say that somebody's telling if they didn't tell. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like you could
yeah.
just be like, oh yeah, so you told it, bro. It has to be clear, it has to be obvious. You feel
Yeah,
me?
it has to be something that states he told. I mean, black and whites don't lie. Grand jury minutes don't lie, especially federal cases. They ain't really trying to save no rats anyway.
Yeah,
They putting niggas business out like, yeah, this was our informant. Like, and if you feel like a nigga's an informant, go to trial.
straight up,
You gotta come testify. You know what I'm saying? Like,
straight up, straight up. So, for the people who don't know, where can they find you?
you can find me on Instagram right now at ENTl Wopskino. That's ENTL WOPSKINO. We creating a new YouTube right now, so you just go to my Instagram, keep up with me on Instagram. You'll be able to find me everywhere else after that.
For sure, for sure. What's next